we're going to be reacting to some of the weirdest Zach D Films videos. So subscribe to him and subscribe to us, and let's get into the video.
If you somehow removed all of the blood vessels in your body and tied them together, you might think it would be about this long. But the human body has thousands of these tiny vessels that weave in and out of every body part. And with all of them combined, if you started in New York, your blood vessels would make it all the way to the Grand Canyon. It would go on to reach all the way across the Pacific Ocean.
Wait, it's true.
What?
How is that possible?
Okay, if this is true, I'm excited to see more videos.
You saved all your earwax for a year. It wouldn't even fill a spoon. And after 10 years, you have just enough to make a small candle. Because the average person produces around half an ounce of earwax every year, if you collected it for 4,000 years, you'd have about 150 pounds, which would be enough to make a life-size statue.
Well, it looks like you have like 150 pounds of earwax in your ear right now.
If everyone on Earth clipped their toenails
I've seen this one.
into the ocean, you might think they'd float and blanket a huge area. But toenails don't actually float, so they would pile up at the bottom of the ocean. As over 82 billion clippings rain down, it would choke fish and smother the seafloor until a massive pile broke through the surface.
You're lying!
Global clipping, you would have a walkable toenail island, 10 times bigger than Central Park.
I'm gonna start clipping my toenails in the ocean.
No, don't do that, don't do that.
I'm gonna build my own island.
Please don't.
I think it's smart.
If you pulled out your finger bone, you could use it to write out your name 40 times. And this is because your bones contain calcium, the same thing that makes up sidewalk chalk.
What?
And if you pulled out the largest bone in your body, you could draw a line half a mile long before it turned to dust. Now, if you pulled out your entire skeleton and formed it into a massive stick, you'd have enough to draw a line all the way across Manhattan.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Should we just pull out one of our bones and see if it writes?
Go ahead.
You'd expect a bird to get electrocuted when it lands on a power line. But if it only touches one wire, nothing happens. That's because electricity has to flow between two places, a high-energy place and a low-energy place. So if it touches both of these wires at the same time,
that's so weird. Okay, so birds like learn that. Isn't that crazy? They probably saw their buddies get electrocuted. Like, oh, like what can I do differently?
They fly in with their friend and then they land and he's like,
and it's like, oh.
When the actor nodded his head, it would open and close the mouth. At the same time, he would pin his elbows to his sides, since the T-Rex's arms were so short.
Am I the only one that just found out that Barney's a T-Rex? I thought he was just a made-up creature.
Why did I kind of think he was a big red dog?
That's Clifford.
If you were stranded on an island, you could shave your head
this is Ashton stranded on his toenail island
with a cloth before using oil to make it extra shiny. Then you could tilt your head in different directions.
This guy is weird. This guy looks so weird.
The smooth surface would act like a mirror.
Pretty much don't get stranded on an island.
Yeah, unless it's my toenail island, it'd be pretty fun there.
Or unless you're bald.
The pilot would pull the ejection handle, igniting a small rocket under his seat. This would cause his body to be slammed with over 1,000 pounds of force, which could leave him a little shorter than he was before.
That's what happened to me when I was a baby.
You were in a fighter jet and you ejected?
Yeah.
As a baby?
As a baby.
If you connected enough extension cords to stretch from New York all the way to California...
Nobody was thinking, hey, like, I want to charge my phone in New York and see if it makes it here to California.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that, but now that I was shown that, my next video is going to be charging my phone from New York to California. That was insane. I don't even know what to think right now.
Me neither. I think I learned a lot, but I'm also a little confused. And anyways, like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.